Last week we had a discussion about the gift of human tongue and the potential of this organ to be used as instrument of expression, that we use our tongue to tell what we think and what we have in our heart. But also this organ can be used or abused to hurt people, to express hate, to destroy, to create wars and misery for humanity. So it is up to us to use this tongue to help or to hurt. Now, one of the ways of using this gift from God that makes human different from other animals, no other animals can talk. Yeah, they may say out of exercise some noises, but they don't know what they are saying. It's just out of practice. It's not with reflection. But Islam tells us to use our tongue as one of the fundamental duty of that, to express al-amr bil-ma'ruf wal-nahy anil munkar, calling for what is right and standing against what is wrong. To create an environment of al-amr bil-ma'ruf wal-nahy anil munkar in which justice, kindness, and virtue are practiced, while vice, indecency, unfairness, and evil are prohibited. The beginning of the journey of al-amr bil-ma'ruf wal-nahy anil munkar is the family. Start this Islamic obligation from the family. The Quran says, وَعَشَرُهُنَّ بِالْمَعْرُوفِ. The first area to apply al-ma'ruf is the family. The treatment based on kindness and fairness. Use ma'ruf. Act and treat your wife and family members based on al-ma'ruf. وَلَا تُمْسِكُوهُنَّ ذِرَارًا لِتَعْتَدُوا. And never intend to be mu'tadi, injustice and oppression. So al-amr bil-ma'ruf wa nahy al-munkar starts from there. It's interesting that the first time that we talk to our kids to pray based on the Quran, the same time we have to teach them al-amr bil-ma'ruf wa nahy al-munkar. Isn't it interesting that Luqman talks to his son, Ya bunayya aqim as-salat. My son, don't forget your prayer. But immediately it says, wa'mur bil-ma'ruf wa nahy anil munkar. Subhanallah. Right after the prayer. That means the time that they are supposed to start their prayer and their fasting, the same time they're supposed to start al-amr bil-ma'ruf wa nahy al-munkar. That means they are at that maturity level that they can prevent what is evil and promote what is right. From the beginning. Then, of course, this duty goes to the community. When the family is the family of al-ma'ruf wa against al-munkar, then you go to the level of community. Quran says, وَالْمُؤْمِنُونَ وَالْمُؤْمِنَاتِ بَعْضُهُمْ أَوْلِيَاءُ بَعْضٍ يَأْمُرُونَ بِالْمَعْرُوفِ وَيَنْهَوْنَ عَنِ الْمُنكَرِ وَيُقِيمُونَ الصَّلَاةَ وَيُؤْتُونَ الزَّكَاةَ. It's amazing that at the community level, the duty starts from al-amr wa nahi even before salat and zakat. That the community, they are friends to each other and they are connected. The community of faith and friendship brings this connection to the community. And the first thing that the community member is supposed to do for one another is to promote, to encourage each other to do the right thing and to discourage them from doing wrong thing. And then the Quran says about their salat and zakat. It's the opposite of the community of munafiqun. The hypocrites are different from the community of the faith. The community of the nifaq and hypocrisy are described like this. The Quran says, المنافقون والمنافقات بعضهم من بعض يأمرون بالمنكر وينهون عن المعروف. They are doing the opposite. The community of hypocrites, بعضهم من بعض. The Quran doesn't say أولياء بعض because there is no real friendship among the hypocrites. They are just connected for their own interests, بعضهم من بعض. But what they do, يأمرون بالمنكر. They order, they promote what is evil and they prevent what is right. They promote injustice and they prevent justice. That's what they do. So it starts from the family, then goes to the community, and then to the general society and the ummah. In this sense, the Quran says, كنتم خير أمة أخرجت للناس تأمرون بالمعروف وتنهون عن المنكر. You can be ummah number one under few conditions. The first condition, if you are a society of sensitivity, if you are sensitive against injustice, if you support the truth and defend the truth, regardless of the price that you may pay, then you are khayr ummatin. You are the best. But you are the best not because of the appearance, not because of, the ethnicity or color or race. You are the best if you do al-amr wa nahi. If you are there to stand for what is good and to stand against what is wrong. Then the Quran takes this concept to a higher level, that family, community, society, and now the authority, the government. Even the right government, an authority of righteousness is based on the concept of al-amr bil-ma'ruf wa nahy anil munkar. الذين إن مكناهم في الأرض أقاموا الصلاة وآتوا الزكاة وأمروا بالمعروف ونهوا عن المنكر. Those who are really successful, the government, the politicians, they are successful and they are honored, they are dignified under this condition that when they get the power and when they are in authority, when they are in charge of the society, they promote prayer, they promote charity, at the same time, amaru bil ma'ruf. They promote what is just, what is fair, what is loving, what is kind, what is good. And they are against what is evil, what is wrong, what is shaitan, what is bad, what is munkar. So, this is not, brothers and sisters, only a duty. Now the Quran goes even higher than this. It's not only about Muslim family, Muslim community, Muslim society, Muslim government. The Quran says even non-Muslims, for them to survive and be successful, they have to practice al-amr bil-ma'ruf wa nahy anil munkar. لعن الذين كفروا من بني إسرائيل على لسان داود وعيسى بن مريم. A community of Bani Israel, the children of Israel, were cursed by David, by Jesus, by their own prophets. Why? Why Jesus, who is the Prince of love and peace, comes and kills certain people? It should be really a horrible situation that even Jesus, whose slogan is love and peace, now he kills them. He curses them. What was wrong with those kafaru min Bani Israel, with some of the children of Israel, that they were attacked and cursed by their own prophets? What was wrong with them? The Quran explains a few reasons, but one of the reasons that very clear, it says, كَانُوا لَا يَتَنَاهَوْنَ عَنْ مُنْكَرٍ فَعَلُوهُ. One of the problems with that community was that when they saw something ugly, something bad, something evil, they didn't care. They didn't prevent. They didn't say anything. But then Quran, being really fair, sometimes, we read really the verses of the Quran, and sometimes I start crying. When I read the Quran and I'm studying and, searching through these verses, it touches my heart so much that I can't help. I cry that, subhanAllah, God is talking, and you feel that you are listening to an absolute wisdom. Like there is someone is talking to you, a living being that has absolute wisdom, that everything is just logical and wise. The Quran talks about this community of Ahlul Kitab, but says, right away, says, Laysu sawa. Don't think that Ahlul Kitab, Christian, Jews, just like everybody, all of them were mal'unin and they were cursed. It's not the case. Laysu sawa. Not all the Jews are the same. Not all Christians are the same. Because sometimes when they say it, all Arabs, we say, why you say why all Arabs? All Muslims, all Sunnis, all Shias. We have problem with that. The Quran says, if you have problem with that, don't say the same thing to others. Don't say all Jews. Don't say all Christians. No. لَيْسُوا سَوَى. They are not the same. مِنْ أَهْلِ الْكِتَابِ أُمَّةٌ قَائِمَةٌ يَتْلُونَ آيَاتِ اللَّهِ. There are some among them that they are faithful. They recite the verses of Allah. أَنَا اللَّيْلِ وَهُمْ يَسْجُدُونَ. They pray to God. Then it says, يُؤْمِنُونَ بِاللَّهِ وَالْيَوْمِ الْآخِرِ وَيَأْمُرُونَ بِالْمَعْرُوفِ وَيَنْهَوْنَ عَنِ الْمُنكَرِ. Even among those Ahlul Kitab, among Jews, among Christians, there are people who do al-amr bil-ma'ruf wa nahy anil munkar. They care if there is something wrong, they stand against it. If there is something good, they encourage it, they promote it. So it's not the same. Another verse is, وَمِنْ قَوْمِ مُوسَىٰ أُمَّةٌ يَهْدُونَ بِالْحَقِّ وَبِهِ يَعْدِلُونَ. Even from Ummah Musa, he means among the Jews, there are people who يَهْدُونَ بِالْحَقِّ. They follow the truth. And they support يَعْدِلُونَ. They support justice. Isn't it amazing that the Quran is talking 1400 years ago? All these words of wisdom telling us that don't generalize the thing. Don't say all. When you say all, then something wrong. There are good people everywhere, there are bad people everywhere. Good government, bad government is all over. So the Quran says that use this tool of tongue that Allah gave you for doing goodness. لا خير في كثير من نجواهم. A lot of time they talk, this private conversation, whisper, لا خير فيه. There is nothing good in their conversation. They don't say good thing. They just najwa and private conversation and evil talk, useless, foolish things that they are wasting their time. إلا من أمر بصدقة أو معروف أو إصلاح بين الناس. Why don't you use this tongue to do islah, to bring reconciliation?